Hey folks, Kevin here. Here's another explainer video for XO on how to write new code. So I'm gonna click this write button and run it because it does take a second to run, and then we're gonna chat about it. So in a previous video, I showed how to write code to the Scratchpad, which is this, and then also how to index your repository. So I added a couple of repositories. These are my server client app, and now I'm showing how to write new code to the repositories. So you can see here it says write new endpoint for the Notion API that includes a route, a controller, a service file in the CoGen server. So this is something I need to do. Just haven't had a chance to do it, so XO is going to do it for me. So what's happening here is it's getting some context here. So it's looking to find some relevant directories and relevant code, which I found some here, and then it's going to hopefully come up with a plan and then write some new code for me. So basically what happens in the background is XO goes and looks at the server repo, figures out where it needs to put this information, figures out if there's any other relevant code that's available, any relevant functions that needs to import, and then find them. So here we go. So it's gonna, it said, okay, I came up with a plan. It's going to, the files I'll add are gonna be notion route.ts, and it's gonna, here's some functions, the controller and a function, and the service with some functions. This takes a while to write, so it says it'll take a minute too, and you can ask more questions in the meantime. I'm gonna show the back end here. So it's gonna add the controllers and the service here. You can see it's not here yet. It's gonna add it in a second. So that'll let that run and let that pop up. But basically what's happening here is it is finding the contextual information for this, coming up with a plan, figuring out if there's any imports that we need to import from the existing repositories, and using those to kind of come up with a plan and add new files. So pretty powerful stuff on adding new code to a repository. And obviously you can add anything you want here. You can say anything that you want to do. Can come up with large plans, small plans, and so it's pretty powerful, and can even come up with the individual functions that you need. And so we'll see. Still running. All right, here we go. This one took a little bit longer than I would have liked. I think I ran it right about 1 minute, so it took about 2-3 minutes to run this. But here's the code that it wrote. So it wrote the route. We'll start here at the route. And you can see it created the route. Here's use Notion, and then it said the controller. You'll notice that these imports work. So they are. I just clicked that on the route here. Whoops, and it goes right to the controller, and then there's the service here. So wrote the controller, wrote the service. I don't have Notion installed, and so it also is installing injectables here, which is a little different. Not really using those, but something that I can kind of pull out very easily. But you see it wrote all these functions for me, which is pretty powerful. Starts me on the right direction. So that's how you write new code with XO. Thanks for watching.